Good afternoon, super friends, and welcome to the Monday, May 18th edition of the Sacred News and Weather. I'm so happy you're here. I'm happy to be here as well. For those of you who don't know, I had a little bit of a challenging weekend. My 11-year-old son and my little 10-pound chihuahua were jumped by a pack of pit bulls who had escaped from their yard. And while my son is fine, thank goodness, my little dog is in some rough shape. And I'm pleased to report she's back home, but she's pretty well sedated and it's been a long few days, so I'm bear with me today if I'm a little low energy. I do have a message for us, though. I was actually sitting in meditation and I was like, is there something? And then something came. So here I am. I'm going to try and deliver it expediently and go and get back to my sweet little doggo. All right, as with everything I do, take what resonates. Please leave the rest behind. Know that these messages are timeless. So whether you're tuning in real time on, I almost said Tuesday, Monday, May 18th, or some other date, know that if you are tuning in, there likely is going to be something here for you. Okay, closing my eyes. The first thing I heard earlier was the Beastie Boys' Sabotage. And it felt distinctly like self-sabotage, and it felt distinctly like there is a moment, there is like, I don't know, a split second before we have an instinctive impulse to act upon before our mind, our wounding, the noise kicks in to stomp on our aligned and embodied impulse. So let me see if I can unpack that a little bit. The feeling is that there, I'm getting an image. There is a desire, there is a want, there is a need. You are being called toward someone or something or some place, and you intuitively know where it is you want to be, whose arms you want to be in, what country you want to be in, what job you want to be in. You instinctively and intuitively know. And before your brain has a chance to jump in and tell you all of the reasons why not, your body, your being knows where, who, what, how, why, and when it wants to be. But we have somehow allowed our impulses, our instincts, our heart-centered, aligned impulses to be overridden by the chatter in our mind. I'm seeing like all of these talking heads. I'm seeing the way that we have externally given away our power by choosing to ask other people's opinions, by choosing to allow other people's opinions to come in, by choosing to allow old storylines of shame, old storylines of going without, of lack, old storylines to come in and step on to impede those innate impulses for you to move in the direction where you know your heart wants to go, your body wants to go, your being wants to go. You're self-sabotaging your own innate desires by allowing the noise to impede you. I had an image in meditation of, and don't ask me where this came from or how it just kind of rolled by like on the movie screen, of a widow whose husband passes away, and a week later she meets someone and falls madly in love, and she keeps overriding her desire, she keeps overriding her love, because she knows that no one around her will believe her, no one or everyone will say that she's wounded and she's grieving and this is a mistake. And this woman knows that she is very much in love, she very much wants to be with this person. It has nothing to do with her husband who has passed and everything to do with where she is in the present moment and the love that she has found. But she keeps pushing him away and pushing him away and pushing him away because of what everybody else might think. And I could see two different timelines unfold, one where she allowed herself to follow her desire, to follow her heart. And I could see where this love, this relationship was taking her into places and spaces that she never could have gone to with her deceased husband. Again, no shame, no shade on her deceased husband. husband in that relationship, completely separate entities, completely separate involvements. But I could see where this is where she needed to go, and she could not allow herself because of what society would say. And so in that timeline, she did not allow, well, in this timeline, she did allow herself to have this love unfold, and it was the most beautiful thing. And in this timeline over here, she allowed all of her impulses to be overridden, and she delayed that love. She delayed that love. I keep hearing delayed the love, delayed the love. She delayed the love for years simply because she was worried about what other people would think. And in that delay, she missed out. She missed out on what was possible for her. She missed out on several years of love. She missed out on several years of joy. She missed out because she kept overriding her impulses. She kept overriding her impulses. They got there eventually. And I also believe that the universe is operating correctly at all times. So perhaps in this timeline, that gap was needed, that delay was needed. But what I'm being shown now is that you are overriding your desires, your impulses, your own innate intuition. You're overriding it for the noise. There's an invitation to notice where your impulses want to take you, whether you want to pick up the phone, whether you want to drive somewhere, whether you want to start scrolling for airplane tickets, whether you want to start looking at job postings, whatever it is that your impulse is telling you to do, notice that impulse that comes in, that instinct, that place that you want to go, and then notice what happens next. And notice if you allow noise, if you allow fear, if you allow something to come in between you and that impulse, which is actually leading you in the right direction. It is leading you in the direction of love. It is leading you in the direction of where you are meant to go. And you need not wait. I just heard, but I'm ashamed. There doesn't need to be any shame. Where you are going, that shame is going to melt away. That's what I'm hearing now. That's what I'm seeing now. And I'm also hearing there's no going back. There's only going forward. And where you are going forward, that whole storyline of shame, that whole storyline of fear, all of the negativity, all of that is going to melt away because when you follow your instincts, when you follow your innate intuition, when you do what your own desire is prompting you to do rather than what your friends, what the talking heads, what your fear is telling you to do, when you act in alignment, all of the negativity is going to fall away and you are going to be where it is that you are meant to go without delay, without gaps, without noise, without pain, without fear. You will arrive at the love, you will arrive at the career, you will arrive at the location. You are going to arrive where you desire to go infinitely sooner if we can cut out the noise. So notice what's happening in that split second. Notice what happens in the gap between where your impulse is and what action you actually take, because the key is going to be in that gap. And in that gap, if you can choose to follow your instinct that is aligned not with your wounded ego, not with your ego in general, but with your heart, that instinct that's aligned with your heart, that instinct that's aligned with your sacred vision, your third eye, that instinct that's aligned with the crown, with spirit, with your highest unfolding, that instinct is going to lead you to exactly the place that you desire and deserve to go. That's what I have. As with everything I do, please. What am I talking about? I am so tired, you guys. What I wanted to say, what I meant to say was join me tomorrow with my Mystic Bestie Eden in Threshold. I'm going to post the link below. 2 free calls or 4 free calls, whatever you want. You can join us for one session or both, but these are deep, deep channeled messages. This is a guided meditation and energy work where I'm inviting you to use your own intuition, your own sacred sight to see what it is that I'm doing, to come closer to what I'm doing so that you can learn to listen to yourself in the way that I have learned to listen to myself, because what I do is no different than what you're capable of. I just learned to listen and now I want to teach you. So come and hang out with me in Threshold. Come and hang out with Eden in Threshold. We hope to see you there. If we don't see you there this time around, we're going to be doing it again. I think it's going to be a membership, so I will be talking more about that. I love you all. Please like, share, subscribe. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.